Yo, what up everybody? It's your name back with another video, and today we're diving deep into the future of Pi Network. Now, I've been seeing Pi everywhere lately, and you know me, I gotta break it down. By 2025, will Pi be the next big thing in crypto, or fade into oblivion? We're gonna unpack the roadmap, dissect the tech, and explore the potential impact. We're talking decentralization, adoption, the whole 9 yards. Whether you're a seasoned crypto enthusiast or just curious about Pi, this video is your one-stop shop for everything you need to know. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's get right into it. Alright, let's start by breaking down Pi Network's roadmap for 2025. Their main goal? To build a robust, user-friendly ecosystem for Pi. Think mainstream adoption, everyday people using Pi for transactions, purchases, you name it. One of the key milestones on this roadmap is the full launch of their mainnet. This is huge. It means Pi transitions from a test phase to a live functioning network. We're talking increased scalability, faster transaction speeds, the works. Another crucial element is the development of their decentralized applications, or dApps. Imagine a whole ecosystem built on Pi games, social media platforms, financial tools, all powered by the Pi network. And let's not forget about partnerships. Pi Network has been actively collaborating with businesses and developers to integrate Pi into various platforms and services. This is key for expanding Pi's reach and making it more accessible to the masses. Now the roadmap also highlights their commitment to security and user privacy. They're constantly refining their consensus algorithm and implementing robust security measures to ensure the network remains safe and reliable as it grows. But it's not just about the tech. Pi Network is also focused on building a strong, engaged community. They're encouraging user participation in the development process and fostering a sense of ownership among Pi users. This community-driven approach is a major part of their strategy for 2025 and beyond. It's about creating a movement, a network of individuals invested in Pi's success. The roadmap is ambitious, no doubt, but with a clear vision and a dedicated team, Pi Network is making strides towards its 2025 goals. The question is, will they be able to deliver? So, we've talked about the roadmap, but what about the actual updates coming in 2025? What can Pi users expect to see? First up, let's talk about the Pi wallet. We're expecting to see some major improvements here, including enhanced security features and a more user-friendly interface. Think intuitive design, seamless transactions, the whole package. Next, we have the Pi app itself. They're constantly adding new features and functionalities like in-app marketplaces, improved messaging, and even social media integrations. It's all about making Pi more than just a cryptocurrency, but a comprehensive digital platform. And speaking of the app, get ready for some next-level KYC, Know Your Customer solutions. Pi Network is serious about security and preventing fake accounts, so expect to see more sophisticated verification processes to ensure the integrity of the network. Now, let's talk about mining. Pi's mobile mining mechanism has been a major talking point, and in 2025 we might see some interesting developments in this area. Think optimized algorithms, potentially new mining mechanisms, and even rewards for contributing to the network's security. But here's where things get really exciting. The Pi Network is planning to introduce a decentralized application store. This means developers will be able to build and launch their own dApps directly on the Pi Network, opening up a whole new world of possibilities for users. Imagine playing games, earning Pi, and interacting with a vibrant ecosystem all within the Pi app. That's the vision, and these updates are crucial steps towards making it a reality. Of course, with any new updates, there are bound to be challenges. Scaling the network, ensuring security, and keeping the community engaged will be crucial for Pi's success in 2025. But one thing's for sure, Pi Network is not standing still. They're constantly innovating and pushing the boundaries of what's possible with mobile-first cryptocurrency. Let's talk about decentralization, the heart and soul of any true cryptocurrency. Will Pi be fully decentralized by 2025? It's a question on everyone's mind. Right now, Pi Network is in a transitional phase. They're moving from a centralized model to a more decentralized one as they gear up for the mainnet launch. This involves gradually handing over control and governance to the community. One of the key steps in this process is the rollout of their consensus algorithm. Pi uses a unique consensus mechanism called the Stellar Consensus Protocol, which relies on nodes to validate transactions and secure the network. As more and more users join the network and run nodes, the more decentralized Pi becomes. It's all about distributing power and decision-making among the community. Pi Network is also working on implementing governance mechanisms that will allow Pi users to have a say in the future development of the network. Think voting on proposals, suggesting new features, and shaping the direction of the platform. But achieving full decentralization is a complex process. It requires careful planning, robust technology, and most importantly, the active participation of the community. Pi Network is making progress, but it's still early days. The next few years will be crucial in determining whether they can achieve their vision of a truly decentralized and community-driven ecosystem. The challenge for Pi is to find the right balance between decentralization and scalability. They need to ensure the network can handle a large number of users and transactions without compromising on security or user experience. It's a delicate dance, but one that Pi Network seems determined to master. They understand that decentralization is not just a buzzword, it's fundamental to their long-term vision. So, while we can't say for certain whether Pi will be fully decentralized by 2025, the pieces are in place for them to make significant strides in that direction. Now let's talk about the million-dollar question, the future of Pi adoption. Will we be using Pi at our local coffee shops by 2025? Will it be the next Bitcoin? Well, predicting the future of crypto is like trying to predict the weather. Anything can happen. But we can look at some key factors that will influence Pi's adoption. First, usability. Pi Network has focused heavily on making Pi accessible to everyone, not just tech-savvy crypto enthusiasts. Their mobile-first approach and user-friendly interface are designed to onboard the next billion users into the crypto space. Second, real-world utility. For Pi to gain widespread adoption, it needs to offer real value in our daily lives. That's why they're focusing on building a robust ecosystem of dApps and partnering with businesses to integrate Pi into their platforms. Imagine being able to book a flight, order food, or even pay your bills using Pi. The more ways we can use Pi in our everyday lives, the more likely it is to gain traction. Third, community support. Pi Network has built a massive and passionate community around the world. These users are Pi's biggest advocates, spreading the word and driving adoption at a grassroots level. This community-driven growth is a major strength for Pi, and it will be interesting to see how they leverage this network effect to further accelerate adoption in 2025 and beyond. Of course, challenges remain. Competition in the crypto space is fierce, and Pi will need to contend with established players as well as emerging projects all vying for market share. But Pi Network has a few tricks up its sleeve. Their focus on mobile accessibility, real-world utility, and community engagement gives them a unique edge in the race for mainstream adoption. Whether Pi becomes the next global currency or not remains to be seen, but one thing's for sure. They're shaking things up and making crypto more accessible to the masses. And that's something worth paying attention to. So, there you have it, a deep dive into the future of Pi Network. We've covered the roadmap, the updates, the decentralization question, and the potential for mainstream adoption. Pi Network is ambitious, innovative, and laser-focused on bringing cryptocurrency to the masses. Whether they achieve their 2025 vision is yet to be seen, but they're definitely a project worth keeping an eye on. What's your prediction for Pi in 2025? Let's discuss in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss future updates.